हेलो एवरीबॉडी। आज मैं आप लोगों को अजाइल मैट्रिक्स के बारे में बताना चाहता हूँ। अजाइल मैट्रिक्स क्या है? देयर हैज़ बीन लॉट ऑफ डिमांड्स, मैनी पीपल हैव asked me in the past that can you please tell us about agile metrics, because agile metrics is all about, how do you measure the team's performance. So to measure the team performance, agile matrices are very much important. So today we will be one by one unfolding the magic or the details around agile metrics. So basically agile metrics, if you have to break this into two parts, so agile metrics is broken. The first one is a quantitative. The first one is a quantitative. So something which is tangible, something which you can measure, and anything which you can kind of calculate. So that's all about quantitative. Then the next is about qualitative. So qualitative is about the team health, their feel good factor, their psychological safety, something which you can just observe. So we'll be dividing these metrics into those parts. So the very first one on the quantitative is a sprint velocity. So what is sprint velocity? So sprint velocity is the number of point you are delivering per sprint, but it is being calculated over a 5. On an average you have to deliver 5 sprints value, and then you have to average that out. So let's say sprint 1 40, sprint 2 45, sprint 3 50, sprint 4 50, and sprint 5 you have again delivered, let's say 45 user story point. So this is what you have delivered in the last 5 sprint. So if you have to calculate the sprint velocity, so you need to cumulate all these. So total cumulative value coming out to be 230. So you break this 230 divided by 5. So that will give you the sprint velocity for that particular team. So that's something which is coming to be 46, right? So that's the number which will come as 46. So that's your sprint velocity, my friend. I hope this concept is pretty clear. This is the one of the first and very important agile metrics. So out of which average of 5 will give you the velocity. So the first agile metrics is a velocity. The next is a capacity. So what is capacity? So basically capacity is being calculated. So generally we are billing 8 or 8.5 hours to the client, or if you are a service based company you will bill for client, or if you are a product based company you will have a global source delivery. But 6 hours is calculated as a keyboard timing. Okay. So 6 hours is something where developers are spending their quality time creating the deliverable. So 6 hours into, let's say your team has worked for 10 days a sprint, and then 5 team members are there. So 6 into 10 into 5, the total will be 300. So that's your capacity, my friend. So let's say if you have one team member, or maybe let's say 2 team member out, then 288 will be the number. If they are on a leave for 2 days, then you will actually deduct the 6 into 6, 12 hours. Let's say if there is a holiday. So in case of holiday, you are going to reduce 30 hours, because its holiday is applicable to all 5 team members. So now your team capacity became 258, right? So that's your capacity. This is the second matrix. So let's talk about the third one, capacity utilization. What is capacity utilization? The capacity utilization formula is total committed divided by total available or available, right, into 100. So this is calculated in a percentage basis. We spoke about quantitative, and then let's say capacity utilization. So basically what we are doing here, we will be, let's say you have in our previous number we had 240. 240 is, let's say, your total committed, and then there are 300 is available. So 240 divided by 300, that will give you your percentage of utilization. So that is your overall capacity utilization. Okay, so we spoke about, there are several of these. We have several of these. So we'll be covering all of them. There is a CFD is there. There is a time to value, time to build, right? CFD I've just spoke about. Then you have sprint report. So what sprint report does? Sprint report will give you your complete pictures about it, right? How many sprints are completed, how many items completed in a sprint. So this is a one of the other metrics. So let's dive into some more, and I will be covering remaining other topics, other matrices in this Tech Talk series. So these are all quantitative. I have got some more example. So let me open my Excel sheet, which I generally keep with me. The text might be tiny, but let me read out. So you have weekly status report. I can understand the text are tiny, but yeah, I'll be covering burn down, burn up, CFD, time to build, time to value, and plenty of these. So there are, it depends upon your company to company, which one they wanted to offer. What is your KPI? What is your key performance indicators? So based on what your management will set, you will map those KPI with these matrices. All right. So we'll be covering. So watch out for this space to know more.